What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Duels Down Under. My name is James and this is an Elemental, Vision and Destiny Hero deck profile for the June 2022 Yu-Gi-Oh! Format. See you in the profile. Like I said in the intro, we are here to profile a hero deck for the June 2022 Yu-Gi-Oh! Format. It is so good to see the heroes getting some love, so I want to showcase to you the build that I've put together to take to my locals. We're going to go through the 40 card main deck as well as the 50 card extra deck. I always say, don't build your side decks because you saw it on YouTube. Build it to suit your local tournament scene. Before we get into the video, I do want to give a huge shout out to DeMarco over at Genesis TCG. If you're looking for cards to complete any of your deck profiles, head over to that website. There is a link in the description, so scroll down, hit that link and check out that website. DeMarco will take very good care of you over there. If sealed product is more your style, make sure you check out Nexus Games at Shayla Park. A link to their Facebook profile page is in the description as well. While you're scrolling down and checking out those links, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are still on the grind for 500 subs, so please, let's get me there so I can start posting community posts. That's enough rambling from me. Let's get into this deck profile. 40 card main deck, 15 card extra deck, so let's not waste any more time. The bread and butter of the deck, of course, is Elemental Hero Stratos. This guy is an absolute beast. More and more, I find that the destroying back row effect comes up when you special summon this guy either back from the graveyard or using a hero lives. It's pretty good. We're only playing 2 copies of Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is definitely my favorite elemental hero. It's a shame we can't play 3, but it just gets too cloggy. We can only use one effect once per turn, so it kind of makes the other copy a little bit dead. We are playing the single copy of Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. This guy is an absolute beast. Back-to-back turns, you special summon something with this card and you get to draw 2 cards and discard 1. On to the Vision Heroes. We are playing Vision Hero Faris at 3. Thought I only had 2 copies in my deck then, but no, we're playing 3. This is definitely the guy that'll get some more crap out of your hands. It seems to be a common theme in this deck. Discard the crap to use it in the graveyard. We are playing 2 copies of Vision Hero VYON. This is the guy that'll send something from your deck to the graveyard, and we are only playing the 1 Vision Hero Increase. I know, before you start shouting, but what if you draw it? It doesn't actually matter. The Destiny Heroes, we are playing 2 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious and Destiny Hero Malicious's little brother, Destiny Hero Denier. It is so good being able to recycle that copy of Destiny Hero Malicious from the graveyard or the banished pile to the deck to give you that extra copy. Destiny Hero Denier is definitely one of the best new hero support cards that put this card or this deck back on the map. We are playing a single copy of Destiny Hero Plasma, a single copy of Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, and probably the new MVP of the deck, Destiny Hero Dark Angel. If you don't know what Destiny Hero Dark Angel does, if you have 3 Destiny Hero monsters in your graveyard, you can send it to the graveyard and special summon to your opponent's side of the field a Destiny Hero monster. Now the good thing about this card is if it's this card that is face up on the field, they're not allowed to use spell cards. And we know how important spell cards are in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We are only playing 1 hand trap in the deck. We are playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. The most versatile and probably the most popular hand trap in the game, so I'm happy to be running this card at maximum, but I didn't really feel the need to run any other hand traps. This is of course dependent on your locals. If you feel like that maybe a ghost spell or something like that would be better, feel free to mix and match your hand traps as you please. Although these would be an easy side out for another set of 3 hand traps should you need to do that as well. Just remember though, your side deck will be different to mine simply because my tournament scene looks a bit different as well. That's it for the monsters, guys. I think we have a count of 21 monsters, leaving us 19 spell cards, and if you can count to 40, you'll realize that there are no traps. Definitely the best hero card in existence is a Hero Lives, and it is good to see this guy back at 3. I don't mind paying half my life points for a free Stratos or a free Shadow Mist. I just hope it doesn't get negated. We are playing 3 copies of Mask Change. Definitely great to get into that Dark Law or that Acid. 2 copies of Fusion Destiny. Seeing this in your hand early in the game is brilliant. Getting that Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer online really early is enough to usually control out your opponent so you can win easily. 2 copies of Polymerization. You would know this is probably different to most builds, only playing 1. That's because we're not playing Wonder Driver in the extra deck anymore. I just want to search this with VYON twice if I need to. The single copy of Miracle Fusion, of course, we get this off Elemental Hero Sunrise. Guys, don't forget that if you're using Liquid Soldier, make sure that Chainlink 2 is your Sunriser, so you can search your Miracle Fusion and then rip the 2 cards off the top. You don't want to be going backwards. 3 copies of Super Polymerization. You'll see in the extra deck that we are playing a lot of the Omni heroes that are going to help us clear opponents' troublesome monsters out for the cost of a simple discard. That's not too bad if you ask me. We are playing 3 copies of Triple Tack Talents. Definitely one of those cards that you can get to the graveyard of Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Grab one of those effects without any cost for the following turn. Absolutely fantastic. We are playing 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. This is just going to grab you your missing piece, and 1 Foolish Burial. If you need to get a Shadow Mist or a Malicious in the graveyard, maybe even your Destiny Hero Denier, again, filling in the gaps for those pieces for your combos that you are requiring. That's the 40 card. It's pretty straightforward, and you've probably seen a lot of builds similar to this since the Greek National Championships. This is what it is inspired from. Definitely not card for card, but it's how I have liked playing the build since I've really put it together. Let's get into the extra deck. We are playing 5 Elemental Hero Fusion monsters. We have Elemental Hero Sunriser, Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, Elemental Hero The Shining, Elemental Hero ESCURIDAD, and Elemental Hero Great Tornado. The cards here that are going to have the most impact, of course, are Elemental Hero Sunrise. This guy's going to, of course, grab you your Miracle Fusion. Your hero monsters gain points for the amount of hero monsters you have face up on the field. And also, when an attack is declared involving a hero monster, the target for that attack changes to this card. So it's a great way to sort of protect your Dark Law if you are kind of reliant on keeping that Dark Law face up on the field. ESCURIDAD is fantastic as well. Almost worth playing too, because so many decks are reliant on those dark monsters. This is great super poly targets if your opponent is of course playing a dark deck and you have a hero monster on board already. We are playing, let's just tidy these piles up, 1 copy of Destiny Hero-Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer and 1 copy of Destiny Hero Dystopia. Destiny Hero Dystopia is great if you are looking at going into time, being able to do some burn damage nice and early if you do see that Fusion Destiny card in your opening hand. And of course, we don't need to talk about Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer wreaking havoc in the game since its release back in Burst of Destiny. We are playing 2 copies of Masked Hero Dark Law. Now I know I've actually slummed it here with my super rares. I do have to dig out my ultis out of a binder somewhere, so please stay tuned for any updated profiles. I'll make sure I have the ultis. What can I say? Dark Law is a great card. If you're playing a hero deck, you want to be playing at least 1 copy of this. I still think it's worth playing at 2. We are playing a Masked Hero Acid. Like I said earlier, the Ab-Zero Acid combination is absolutely fantastic if you've baited the negates of your opponent. We are playing a single copy of Vision Hero Adoration. The fact that this one is so generic, and once per turn you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 other hero monster you control, the opponent's targeted monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack of your targeted monster. So if I've got if I want to go for game and I've got, say, a DPE on board, I can target that and my opponent's monster will lose 2,500 attack and defense. So that basically gives me a clear board to clear their field and start attacking to do some significant damage. That's it for the hero side of things. Besides the link monsters, which we'll get to at the end, we are playing 2 generic fusion monsters. That is Starving Venom Fusion Dragon and MUDRAGON of the Swamp. These are probably the most, I guess, famous, if you like, generic fusion monsters, super poly targets to help clear our opponent's boards so we can go off on our plays. The only 2 link monsters we are playing in this deck are 2 copies of Extra HEROCROSS CRUSADER. This card is very, very important in terms of recurring Destiny Hero Denier, getting those shuffle backs into the deck and allowing you to continue with those malicious plays as well. I absolutely love this card. Maybe would consider playing it at 3 if we had the space, but at the moment 2 seems to be enough because the games just don't last that long. That's it for the deck profiles. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what you think of this Elemental Hero, Vision Hero and Destiny Hero combined build. Leave a comment, like the video, help me get to 500 subscribers and hit that red button, turn it grey. You'll get notified when I upload a new video. I'm trying to be more regular with my uploads. As you can see, I've been pretty consistent over the last month or so. I'm really on that grind to get to 500 subs, hopefully before the end of June. Huge shout out again to DeMarco over at Genesis TCG, hooking everybody up with their TCG singles. Hit the link in the description down below. Do some shopping over there and let DeMarco know that Jules Down Under sent you. Sealed products can be purchased from Darts down at Nexus TCG at Shayla Park. Their contact details are in the description down below, so please go and check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.